Let's talk some Saturday Woodbine, July the 15th. We have a 10 race card out at Woodbine on Saturday. There will be the feature, race number 7, the My Deer Stakes, $125,000, 2-year-old fillies sprinting 5.5 furlongs on the synthetic. And that early pick 5 starts in race number 2. Remember, on Saturday and on Sunday, the pick 5 pools are guaranteed at $100,000 every Saturday, every Sunday. Every Thursday, Friday, they're guaranteed at $50,000. You can play for just a 20-cent based wager. I would recommend you head on over to DRF Bets because you can sign up for a DRF Bets account. You can get past performances for free. The ones that I'm looking at right now that I'm going to walk you through how I'm handicapping the card on Saturday at Woodbine. You can get these past performances for free. Here's how you do it. Go to DRF Bets, sign up for an account, use the promo code WINNING. Winning, WINNING. Then when you use that promo code, they're going to give you a $10 free bet right when you register. When you deposit $250, they're going to give you a $250 matching bonus right off the bat. So instantly, your $250 becomes $510. They double your $250. They give you the extra $10 for just signing up. And then they'll give you 10 free past performances, 10 free formulator cards. The formulator is the style that we're going to look at right now as we handicap this pick 5. And then every time you wager $50, you get another past performance credit. So if you're wagering, if you're playing the races, you're not going to have to pay for past performances anymore as long as you're playing with DRF Bets. Sign up now. Use that promo code WINNING. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll help you out on the details there. Let's dive into Woodbine for Saturday, July the 15th. Let's go to race number 2. And starting in the second race, I thought the 1 and the 2 were both intriguing. The 1, Bodacious Miss, comes out of back-to-back wins. She had a fine start last time out. She was second. She kind of backed off to 4th and 5th. She was in the clear. She was in the 2-path. She tipped out. She responded well. She opened up. And by process of elimination, she's going to be close up early in here. There's not very much early speed. So I think it's the 1 and the 2, no whammy. Just like the rival to her inside. She has some speed. She doesn't need the lead, but because she has a little bit, naturally, she's faster than most of the others in here. I think you have to use the 1 and 2 because of that. I'm also going to throw in the 5, Temperea, because she could be forwardly placed in this race. It does not have a whole lot of speed. They're trying to figure out where she fits. She's going to make the 3rd start of her form cycle. She's dropping in class. She tried tougher spots in her last 2, and now she's going to get to the turf. And while she hasn't won on the turf, she has some races that would definitely be competitive in this group. I like 1, 2 most. I'll use the 5 in some spots. Going to take a shot against the 4, Spider Bell, who I think will be one of the shorter prices in here and a little over bet. Let's move along to race number 3. And this is a maiden, 40 for fillies, 2-year-olds. It's one of those optional claiming conditions for the maidens. I like the 3 and the 5 most in here. The 3, Never Silent, is the horse to beat. She's a 2-year-old filly. Her dam won her debut at Belmont. So you can take a click here looking at the formulator past performances. Summertime Friend won her debut going 5.5 at Belmont, came back in her second start, finished 3rd. They tried a stakes in her 3rd start. This was a multiple winner there. 3 siblings to race. One of them was a winner who won at Woodbine. And then, a horse that they thought enough of to try graded stakes company early on in the career, Sammy Stone, so there's enough pedigree here with the 3, Never Silent. The 5, Boston Mabel, I thought was a little bit interesting. Just getting some class relief. Face those regular maiden special weights in the maiden, both of the maiden races. Now the blinkers come on and you're getting Lasix in a softer spot. So Boston Mabel would be no shock. Had a good start in that last race, but was in a group of 4 that all wanted the lead and then backed up. I think she has a little bit more speed than it may look on paper too. So I think the plan for her is going to be, let's get aggressive with the blinkers coming on. Make sure you use the 5 everywhere. Based on value, she's the top pick for me. Boston Mabel, the 3, Never Silent, right below. Then we get to the 8, Nacho Girl. I mean, this is just a Cassie first-time starter. To be honest, The barn, 18% with first-time starters at Woodbine over the last 5 years, a $1.37 ROI. Overall, they haven't been quite as good with firsters, but they've been fine at Woodbine. The 6 is the next one, Dinah's Flatter. No real knocks on this one. I mean, the debut was just the debut, so we can be forgiving and expect some improvement. I just like some others more in here. Get My Drift, if you were trying to go a little deeper. Dam was a 4-time winner. 5 of the 7 siblings won. 3 of them won their debut, so there is a little precocity with Get My Drift. A barn who's capable. They've won with 7 of their last 53 first-time starters. That's 13% with a $2.32 ROI. But recently, they're only 1 for their last 17. So some positives with Get My Drift, maybe offering you some decent value there. As we move to race number 4, I thought this was a tough race, one where I didn't really have the strongest opinion in the world. I would lean to the 4, American Gamble. The June 2nd race going 5 furlongs on the turf where she lost by a nose was really good. And I think if you can get anything comparable to that, she'd be tough in here. The 1, Sacred Dancer, is also going to be in the mix for me. Probably some combos of 5, Mimi's Golden Ring, who has speed. The 6 also should be forwardly placed. And then the 7, Winya Bay. I think my main approach to this race is I'm a little cold on the 3, My Sunny Valentine, who I think will be a short price. And I don't know if he has to win or she has to win this. Moving, so 4 and 1 all over. Maybe some 5, 6, and 7, but we'll play against the 3, the short price. Let's move to the 5th race as we take a look at some 2-year-old fillies. These are the Ontario sired maidens or 2-year-olds, so you get that the option for the claiming tag for some of them. And 5th race will be going 5.5 on the synthetic. I'll start with the number 7. What I like about this one, the experience. The debut race was not bad. Let's watch it. So this was first time out of the box. We're going to be watching the race of the number 4, Dixie Ribsy. And she's 5th or so when she starts. Not a bad start. She's kind of fine. Others are just a little bit faster. So she's in the 5th spot. She's 3 deep. She starts to recover nicely. So she moves right up into contention. And she's able to move up gradually on the outside all the way up to within a half of a length of the eventual winner, the 4-5 favorite, who got an easy lead and went gate to wire. I love when horses make a move like this. Watch her 3 wide now. She's moving up into contention. She takes a big shot at the pace setter. And then right here, she gets a little bit tired, right? She goes a little wide, and that's that. But she moves right up into it. She tries, and then she falters. For a career debut, I think she's going to gain a lot out of that. Fitness, stamina, understanding of the race shape and dynamics. I think it's a good spot for the number 7, Dixie Ribsy, 8-1 on the morning line. That's going to be my top selection. The 1, Silent Attack, will be in the mix all over for me. The barn's only 2 for their last 35 with first-time starters, but they did win with 1 on June the 10th, going 5.5 furlongs at 10-1. So positive there with the 1. Others to look at, the 2, Magical Trick. This is the horse to beat. She was 3rd on the inside. She got shifted back a little bit. She didn't have a whole lot of room. She was about 5, 6 lengths off. It wasn't bad. She did get going late. She looked like extra ground would help her. And the damn one going long, the lone sib to win going long. This isn't long, but it's longer. You just figure that more and more ground will help for Magical Trick. Spirit Bear is the 3. First-time starter. The Dam was a 6-time winner, Bear's Gem. And was actually a stakes winner at Woodbine. You can see. Produced 3 siblings. 2 of them are winners. The barn is 4 for 38 with first-time starters, but has one with 2 of the last 6. The 3 could be included in some pick 5s. I went 7, 1, 2, 3. Depending on how you want to put your ticket together, how deep you want to go. I like the 7. 1 and the 2, definitely in the mix. The 3 as your deeper price play. Let's finish up with race number 6 at Woodbine on Saturday, and then we'll get to the 7th race, which is the stakes. We'll also hit on that one too. Optional 50, non-winners of 2, going 6 furlongs on the turf. We'll go to the number 8 in here as the top selection, Forest Drift. Now, if you look at her recent races on the turf, her last 4 turf races, 4th in a grade 2. She was only beaten a length and 3/4. The race on September the 4th at Woodbine, you can eliminate that because that was her last race of the year, and then she was off a long layoff. So just put a line right through it. Before that, she's winning, beating first level allowance company. Before that, beating $25,000 claimers. The turf form recently is very good. This is a pace factor, cutting back, drawn well to the outside. The 8's in the mix for me. The 4, no doubt, Run for the Hills. I think this is probably the horse to beat. Can sit real close, just off, puts 2 starts together. Plenty of time to recover after the nice win on May the 27th. The 5, Basalt Street, major player. Eliminate the grade 3 race. Just put a line through the graded stakes race, 2 starts back, and you're left with a string of very good efforts. If you wanted to go a little deeper, the 1, 3, and 7 would be that next tier of horses to me. Luz de la Luna, coming off of 2 career best efforts, but 0 for 7 overall on the turf. Maybe this horse is just better now for this new barn. You've got the 3, the Arcadian Way, who should be forwardly placed. You've also got the 7, who I could toss into deeper tickets. The 12 to 1 shot, Breathing Fire, second start off the long layoff. If she needed her last, if she can get back to some of her July and August races of last year, that's not far off. So there's a look at the pick 5, $100,000 guarantee in that pick 5 pool on Saturday. Race 7 is the My Deer. It's the feature race on the day. It's a fun race to dive into. I think you can make some cases for some really strong prices in here. In particular, for me, I like the 2, Crafty Oaks, who was 4th on June 3rd in that debut race early, and then came storming home, was actually back to about 5 lengths out of it. When I play races with young horses, a lot of times what I'm looking for are the horses that were able to show they can sit off the pace. Because in these stakes races, you'll generally get a bunch of speed. You'll have 3 or 4 horses who all flash speed. So for me, I like the fact that Crafty Oaks has shown us that she has no problem coming from off the pace. The 7's going to be in the mix for me also. Stormcast, same reason, sat off the pace nicely to the outside, sat off of Dancing Duchess. And Dancing Duchess will just probably have to deal with more speed in here. The 3, 4, and the 5, all very quick, all drawn right next to each other. And you figure they will all be pushing each other, at least those 3. Even the 6, Living Magic, has a shot in here, getting, a little more speed to chase and possibly getting a chance to sit off of it. So there's a look at Woodbine Stakes. I put the 2, Crafty Oaks, on top of the 7, 5, and the 6 as others to include. There's a look at your Saturday pick 5 and the Saturday feature race at Woodbine. I'll be talking Woodbine every day they are racing, so we'll have some more analysis for you for the Sunday card. Best of luck. Make sure to head to drf.com for past performances, and make sure to go to DRF Bets for all of your wagers. Good luck.